Yeah, I just watched that joint that you was talking about, Blood Brothers.
Hey, yeah. You
Man,
like
that
it?
shit, that shit fucked with me.
Yeah. Hey, that shit make you. That should make you look at Muhammad Ali a little
Yeah, I
different.
stopped fucking with Muhammad Ali, yo.
Hey, me too, Chef.
I was like, oh, he was a bitch ass nigga, yo.
He was a bitch ass
Yeah,
nigga.
he was slanderous. Like, wow.
I mean, he called that nigga a Jew.
Even after he got murdered, I was like,
yeah, after yo got murdered, this nigga standing up there clapping. Yo, that was your homeboy, yo.
Exactly.
Like, what type of shit is that, yo?
Yeah.
Yo, even though y'all ain't agree, yo, so what? Yo, that's your man, yo.
Yeah.
They got pictures of you. They got pictures of you holding that man kids, yo. Kissing his daughters, and you clapping after that nigga got killed, yo. And Elijah Muhammad talking shit about him the day after he got killed, and you standing behind him clapping. You's a bitch ass nigga, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you's a bitch ass nigga. Him, yo, even
Muhammad. It sent me there too, Chef.
Yo,
I never knew it was like that.
I was hurt, yo.
Yeah, it fucked me up, bro.
I'm like, yo, come on. Even Elijah Muhammad.
On the pedestal.
Yeah, Malcolm X's brothers turned on him. His blood brothers. Fuck Muhammad Ali. He had 2 blood brothers that was in the Nation of Islam. And these niggas was behind Elijah Muhammad clapping. One of the brothers gave a speech after Malcolm X got killed about his own brother, yo.
Yeah, that
what the fuck is wrong, man, yo?
Yeah, that's why Unc was banging. That's why when Unc started banging on the Nation of Islam, ain't never did. Hey, I was with him. I understood what he was talking about. But hey, I did just recently see that too, and it just, man, because Muhammad Ali, man, I always had the highest regard for Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Yeah.
And that shit, when I seen that, when he said, well, you can't go against the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and what you think gonna happen, I said, shit, I gotta cut this.
And when you look at his face when he's saying those shit, you looking like, you can see his face like, you a puppet, bro. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Soon as Elijah died, he lead a nation.
Right.
Same year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you done talk all that shit. You done, because Malcolm was like, you know, Ali, that's my brother. Like, he was all, he never uttered a bad word about Ali. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, that nigga wouldn't even stay in the same hotel Malcolm was in and shit. I'm like, this nigga, I'm like, damn, bro.
But then he was
when he
younger.
stiffed him on the handshake, I said, when they said they crossed paths, and he stiffed him, like, what?
In Ghana. They was in Africa and they seen
and then they said when he got in the cab, he was slumped, like he done lost so much.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
And like
they made it like they was just friends.
And they the shit that kind of got me a little bit. It was like, because you know when they break it down, it was like, you know, how Malcolm took him and Malcolm introduced him to like all the dignitaries from other nations. Like he put him on an international stage for him to be able to, you know what I'm saying? So like Malcolm paved the way and set him up for him to be
a world figure.
Yeah, bro. That shit, like, goddamn, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time they actually put Ali in the spotlight. I ever seen a documentary truly put Ali in the hot seat.
I never seen him. Listen, I never seen him say some of them things. Some of them things that they showed was the first time I ever seen that.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard him say he ain't dragged down and burning no flag.
I think they kept that hidden on purpose because when he was alive, like I think
it would have fucked his image up.
Exactly, and I think they really make sure.
Because I don't fuck with him no more.
I know.
Man, like
I'm like, you are my type nigga, yo. Like,
hey, the world would have never accepted him like they did if that shit would have came out, bro. He would have never been the type of Ali that.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
Yeah, he called a nigga Judas. He said, yeah, you know, Jesus had Judas and, you know, Elijah had Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
wow.
Yeah, because your blood brothers had turned on him. But years later, like in the 80s, they did interviews with your brothers, and your brothers look crazy, you know, because they be talking about, yo, I feel bad for you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that was my little brother. Like, how the fuck I let them, you know what I mean, use me like that? Like,
fuck my brain up and shit.
Yeah, yo, that shit crazy, yo. Like, a cult is some crazy shit.
That lets you know how powerful that shit is,
bro.
For sure.
Especially when you call a nigga your father.
Yeah. And it's crazy because his older sister was in the nation too. But she ain't never turned on him. When they stopped giving him money when he was having, she the one who paid for Yo to go to overseas and shit.
Yeah,
and she was giving, you know what I mean? So she wasn't even worried about the nation, putting her out or anything or, any type of retaliation. She was just like, that's my little brother,
that's
yo.
my brother. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, y'all straighten that shit out on your own.
Right. And she was the one that brought Malcolm into the nation in the first place. See, a lot of people get the shit misconstrued when they watch the movie. They think it wasn't even nobody named Brother Bangs for real. That's some shit that Spike Lee and the screenwriters made up. If you read,
her sister was already in the nation.
Yeah, his sister and his brother, they was writing them, telling them about this shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So yeah. And they hooked him up with Elijah Muhammad, and then him and Elijah Muhammad became pen pals. You feel me? Okay. But your brother and sister was the one that already, was like, yo, he's saying a lot of shit that daddy used to, say boom, boom, boom. Because they would, it was.
Because I didn't know the history, because I didn't know Ali had connection with, what was the dude name? The captain or something? That Ali got that, because it was a dude that introduced Ali to Malcolm.
Oh, the one in Miami.
Yeah, because they were supposed to go to some event. Before they went to the event, he took him to meet Malcolm. Malcolm was in a restaurant and shit. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know.
He said Malcolm ain't even know who he was.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't know that Malcolm Ali already had some NOI influence kind of already in his ear before he met Malcolm.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Yeah,
They said he had brought, but even before that, he had brought a Farrakhan album.
Yeah, they played that shit.
Yeah. So even before Yo met the dude, the captain in Miami when he went to train with Angelo Dundee, he had brought a Farrakhan album and he was listening. They say he used to listen to the Farrakhan album like every day, like constantly.
I think it was named like Calypso something. Yeah, before he changed his name.
Yeah, Calypso Lewis.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that video. That's the first time I've seen that video. You know what I'm saying? With Farrakhan and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was a good one though.
Yeah. When I watched that shit, I was like, when that shit was over, I was like, you dirty.
That was a bad one to me.
Yeah. But he did. The Ali family was saying that he did reach back a little later on.
Nah,
he did
I'm
say
cool.
Yeah, because the daughter was spoke at Ali's funeral. But
yeah. So I guess he did. Yeah.
You carried that man, yo.
I'm fuck that. Fuck that. I want smoke. I would have, boy.
Because even Ali's brother was on there. Like, even Ali's brother was caught up in that shit. Because you know what I'm saying? Because it was cool to see Melchizedek on there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
On there.
I was like, oh shit, look at that. Hey, he kept it a buck though. He kept it a buck.
Yeah, he did.
I like his part on there. I like, I like what he did on that though. Because even though he's still in the nation, he still like, you know what I mean. But he was like, he still showed him Malcolm love. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I mean. So he just kept it a buck from their perspective. But that shit was dope though. That shit was dope.
I hated that shit.
Yeah,
I hated that shit because I don't want to know Muhammad Ali like that. God damn.
Yeah, you can't unsee that shit, man. Yeah, you can't
unsee it now. So,
hey, suddenly I didn't feel bad about the Parkinson's shit like I did before.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep it a buck, bro. I'll keep it a buck.
That was nothing but divine justice.
Yeah, that was God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause when they show Yo try to light the torch,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the little handshake and shit like that.
Yeah, like, bitch, that's what you get.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if some ways he felt like that. He's a believer. I wonder if some ways he probably felt like this shit was punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit was punishment for where I did that. He did go into traditional Islam.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he, you know what I mean? So he probably after that shit, but they never talked about really what made him leave the nation. I want to know, like, he was in it for like 10 years. Why did he just leave all of a sudden? He never really spoke on what made him leave. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to know why he leave.
I think the nation had switched anyway.
God,
to Orthodox Islam after Elijah Muhammad died.
Yeah, they said son did take him that way.
Yeah, the son switched it, you know what I mean, over. And then Farrakhan in the 80s decided to revamp the teachings of Elijah Muhammad and revive the Nation of Islam. So all, you know, Farrakhan was an Orthodox imam, you know what I mean, for like 4 years until he decided to, you know what I mean, start the Nation of Islam back up. So
yeah, gotta give him his credit. That nigga revived that mother. You gotta give him his credit.
Yeah, he definitely did. Him and another dude. So it was a couple different factions that, you know, tried to do it. I think he was the most successful though.
Yeah, that Donahue show.
So what do they be doing in the Nation of Islam? I don't know. What do they be doing?
I have no idea what they do.
I don't know.
Oh, y'all said he revived it. I mean, like what? Like
no,
more people.
Brought the, you know, started the Nation of Islam back up because the son dismantled it. When the son had took over, Wallace had took over after Elijah Muhammad died, and he was more studied than Orthodox Islam.
Yeah, I know. I know that, but I'm saying reviving it. What you mean? What?
Because you know, Nation of Islam got teachings that come straight from Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't
right. The white man.
Traditional Islam is just, you know, the Quran and what is it, the Surah or the Hadiths and shit like that. But with the Nation of Islam, they also got shit by Elijah in there, his own little doctrine and shit that they got in there. You know what I mean? So
yeah, they think Elijah Muhammad was God in the flesh, right?
No, they think the white boy was God in the flesh.
Oh, prophet. I mean, no.
And that's what I didn't like, Chef. Like, that's what I didn't like about the Blood Brother shit, because they represented it like Elijah started the Nation of Islam. They just jumped over Farad and just like, yeah, Elijah was with, because they kind of talked about how Elijah was around Garvey, and they just give him credit from the start Nation of Islam, where he really didn't start it. He just took over leadership once the old boy went and either disappeared or went into hiding or whatever he did. You know what I mean? But I didn't like that aspect of it. But
so in that doc, Elijah Muhammad didn't say he was. He didn't say that in that documentary. He didn't say he was God in the flesh. That's crazy.
No, they said Farad was God in the flesh.
Farad, yeah, they think Farad God.
In that documentary, in that Blood Brothers document, that wasn't Elijah was saying that Farad was God in the flesh.
Yeah, for Elijah, that was his teaching, that Farad was God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Farad was God, and he was the messenger of God.
Yeah.
Meaning Farad gave him the message.
Okay.
So if Farad is God, then Elijah Muhammad is the messenger of God. You feel me?
Right. Who is Allah? Oh, he Allah in the flesh. Okay.
Yeah, he was Allah in the flesh.
Okay. See, I don't deal with spookism. I don't deal with none of that spooky shit. So all them niggas saying shit is just them saying shit. Everybody, humans, Africans too. Do you know I have a disdain for that, Chef? I think you do too. I have a disdain for that when a motherfucker tell me an African did some shit and now it's just the right shit. I got a disdain for that. I got a disdain for any motherfucker telling me what the right shit is for me. I don't know. I just be hearing you banging on
You about to start West African wars again, man. You about to start West African wars again.
Listen,
we already pieced it out with them brothers, bro. Look, we already pieced it out for a little while.
That shit don't work now.
We in PC mode till somebody jump off the cliff, and then we be like, I can't take this shit no more. Then we got.
Yeah, I know y'all be chilling, but I'm just getting it off because I've been watching y'all. I've been watching. I really watch a lot of this shit, like this, like informative shit though. But I like that it's comedic relief.
Put the eyes up in the
We
chat, just
lighthearted.
like that.
We're a little bit more lighthearted than the other groups.
Hey, Sutek, just put the eyes up in the chat.
Oh shit!
You started some
No,
shit,
it's cool. It's cool. It's cool if anybody say something, but I don't just agree with it because it was written on the wall. I don't have to do that shit.
And you don't disagree with it just because it came out of Africa.
Yeah.
Right. That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. I would never do that. But it was written, so it did.
But that's because you don't understand the African perspective, bro. So
oh Lord,
yeah,
so you get that African perspective, then you come back.
Christian to tell me the same thing. A Christian to say I don't understand the Bible.
I don't care if it was the African perspective or that it came out of African mind or the shit is not practical. How about that? How about it's just not practical? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a better way to do things.
Hey, Mongo Slave said lead the West African wars for next week.
Oh man. It ain't even a war though. That's just right. It's just practical. Like what? Why would I ride a horse now when I can get somewhere in the car? It just seemed wild to me. But yeah, that should be funny as hell to me. Funny than a mug when they come on here and you don't know that's their favorite shit to say. Did us like that too. Do y'all watch the games? It's like, come on now.
He said what?
We watch the damn game.
Yeah, Uncle question your whole knowledge of football in general. Hey, Uncle just step up, mask on you. Listen, I'm a football professional, bro. I've been watching football my whole life. I mean, like, we all been watching football our whole life, bro. Like, so what can you say to that shit, though? What can you say to that? Nigga, like, listen, bro. Listen.
Nothing.
This is what I talk about. I watch football my whole life. So just sit down and just listen to these jewels up in
right.
Like, shit, all right, bro.
Yeah, right. That's how they do y'all on Africa. How much have you read on the subject?
How many books you wrote?
Yeah, they doing that shit quick.
Shit just like,
when you talk about Egypt, when you try to ask a question about Egypt, you be like, "Can you read the sesh?" I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
you can't even read the language.
You can't even read the language.
How you know the cultural context?
Can nobody read that shit?
Now see, Chef, I done got you started. Okay, now we got to go back. We got to go back.
The majority of the world can't read that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
Yeah, that should be true.
I have to go to a whole class and shit because I don't be getting how you get the shit from the symbol. I'll look at it and be like, okay, yeah, that could say that shit, but it could also just be a nigga over here stepping in some water or something. It could be a whole bunch of shit. But I don't want to be totally disrespectful. It could just It could be something the 7-year-olds did back then. Shit. Never know.
Hey, that would be fucked up though.
And they believe when they start talking about what they believe, oh my goodness, I could jump out the window. Oh my goodness, how the fuck could you know that?
We ain't gonna never win that argument right there, because like everything we say is literal, wasn't literal. Even if like dude pull out the letters of people saying that shit. He had Wuja messed up with that one. Dude pulled out a letter from a person writing at the time, like, yo, I've been sending you all these tributes and you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was going off on one of the deities and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Wait, what? Hold on, what? Somebody wrote a letter to the deity.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's my type of shit right there.
Yeah.
That's my type of shit right there, boy.
Like, I believe in you. I believe in you. Your tribute, and you supposed to do something for my brother. Like, I still ain't seen the shit happen. Like, what's good type shit. You know?
Yeah, I'm waiting on these African Americans to do that with they motherfucker, with they God and shit. They scared of that nigga though.
See, 22 love. So if y'all understood African spirituality, you wouldn't be atheists. You know what I'm saying?
See?
Yeah, you know,
who atheist? According to Wujawa, I'm not an atheist because I don't believe none of that shit. So I'm a something else. Wait, what I'm saying? I ain't on the list either. I don't believe none of that shit. That spookism. As soon as you talking about a nigga in the sky says something, I'm out. Because eventually he gonna have me doing something crazy, and I'm not gonna want to do it. Eventually he gonna have me loving him more than my mama and daddy. What? You crazy? You out your mind? What? My mom, I go get anything from my mama right now. Still, as a grown ass man, don't need nothing. God ain't never showed up. Listen. I own a moving company and shit. So every move I ever went to, I asked God to show up. Like, hey God, come help me get this piano up the stairs. Right. The nigga never show up. I'm done. After the first or second time, you tell me to pull up or I say to pull up, you don't pull up, I'm gonna stop looking for you. I'm cool. You ain't pulled up.
You will let down.
Something practical.
Yeah. He did show up. He did show up. He did show up. He was the reason you was able to do that work.
That's it. With my grandmother.
Do that every day.
I got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Won't he do it?
I got you. Nope.
Why my back hurt?
Hey,
straight.
I'm gonna tell you
I
what.
felt like I was lifting all of that shit.
Hey, you know what used to fuck me up as a kid? I used to thought was the coldest shit ever. When it was like the footprints in the sand shit. That was one of the coldest shit. When you look at the sand,
and there's only 2 sets. That's the time when he was carrying you.
Yeah, that was
that was cold. That was cold,
bro.
Boy, that's cold. Yeah, the don't question it was the shit for me. It can't be questioned. Oh no, that's pimping. Don't question. Not finna get me like that. I'm finna ask every question I can think of. Who wrote this shit? Used to be my favorite shit, and then niggas start coming out with the writers and all that shit. Then you start getting more information on it. Like, oh, this is some quackery. These is just niggas in their opinion. Oh, okay, that's cool. I could do that myself.
Yeah,
and then they say God talk to them and shit. Hey, listen, when they say God talk to them, why they don't write that shit down? That be making me crazy. Why y'all don't feel like y'all shit is important enough to write that shit down and make y'all Bible? Y'all world ain't just we just done after them niggas wrote that shit down. Huh? But you got a personal relationship. You ain't writing this shit down. This some shit we probably needed to hear. Oh no, that ain't how it work. Why it ain't how it work? All them niggas was with some niggas that got a message from a nigga, right? I don't know. It's just not practical. And I like to deal with real life. Motherfucker piss on my leg and say it's raining. Nah, we not doing that at all. What they say, what they say in the Bible, let me get my red letter. I got the Bible in this motherfucker.
Hold on, you ride around with the Bible? Hold on, what are you ride around with the Bible now? You gotta talk about that.
It's trickery. It's trickery. I can get a motherfucker to think I'm okay if I got a Bible. Now, if I come out talking like I'm talking now, I'm a quack. I'm the quack. If I come out talking like I'm talking now. So I keep a Bible, Quran. I keep all of that shit just for a month. Which one is you? Oh, you okay? Circle 7. You one of them? Okay.
I keep a Bible in the car for if I get pulled over, and put that bitch right in the front seat. When the police shine the light in the car, they know this is a good Christian boy. Right? Hey, where you coming from? Bible study.
Hey, but you will put that Quran in that Quran might get a wrong idea.
Oh yeah, the Taliban. I get tased in my ass.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you gotta know where you at, man. Know the laws of the land, bro. Know the laws of the land.
Yeah, I go to different people's houses all the time and shit though, and they want to sit and pray for me and they Jesus and all this. So I'll scale back the cussing. I'm a chameleon. I'll be whatever you need me to be today. I'm just trying to get
I always let my grandmother pray for me. I feel better after she do that shit too.
Yeah, I don't trip on that shit when I go home. I always do that shit.
She be like, "Don't you feel better now, baby?" Hell yeah. Grandma just hooked me up.
Yeah, they say it all the time. Like my family back home, they be like, "Well, we know you don't believe in God, but we gonna pray for you still anyway, baby. Just see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ask me, you mind to say a prayer for him? Like, go ahead, auntie, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
I feel better after my grandmother prayed for me. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, like
that shit make me feel better.
Like getting a hug, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
y'all niggas don't even like y'all grandmother praying for y'all no more. I ain't that type of atheist.
Yeah. Hey, we got some angry atheists, bro. Like some real angry.
I ain't that fucked up, yo.
Hey, my grandma passed, yeah, but I was the same way with my grandma, bro. Like, I ain't tripping on nothing.
Mine too.
Yeah, I believe whatever my grandma believes when I'm in front of her, yo.
Yeah.
Straight up. My mom's is like that now, though. My mom's is the. But do you? What do you? But that's what they always. Well, what do you believe in? You. That's what I believe in. My mama had the presence of mind to show up. She don't know how. She don't know that she made me like this. Like you showed up for me. That was the wrong. You should have been dead to me. If you wanted me to believe in some spooky shit, you showed up and helped me. Like actually, put the work in. So, I just.
Yeah. But you had to go through a stage though. Like you ain't
hoping.
Nah, but you had to go through a stage.
Some days.
Yeah, you had to go through a stage. If your mama was in it, you had that stage when you was in it.
Of course, when I was a child.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, when she used to force me to go to church, as soon as I got a car, I never went to church again. What? Why would I waste my time? Well, maybe for the females, but I wasn't going to church believing. Like back then, when they first went to church, they wasn't going to church to believe that shit. They was running away from a nigga busting in their head. We wasn't supposed to get converted in church. We supposed to run away from these motherfuckers or run towards them and do something to them. But yeah, of course, I was a kid, so I believe whatever she said. Shit. She was busting me in my head. So shit. Hell yeah. Whatever you say, ma. Yeah. Sing in the choir and shit. Yeah, all of that. Do all of that shit. Sing and catch the Holy Ghost.
I still don't have no problem. I still don't have no problem with religion. My family real religious, so
nah.
I don't.
You just had a problem with what them niggas was talking about when they were talking about Malcolm. You do got a problem with religion, Chef.
No, I'm saying like if my uncles and them, if they ask me to come to Juma on Friday, I go. You feel me? Because it's a family situation. You know what I mean? Okay. I go in there, I make voodoo, I pray with them. You feel me? I eat with them afterwards. I do the whole. You know what I mean? I don't have to go in that motherfucker arguing whether I believe because it's a family situation. If I go to my grandmother's house Thanksgiving and she tell everybody bow their head for prayer, right? I'm bowing my head for fucking prayer. You know what I mean? And
I agree with you.
I'm going to do all of this shit. I know how to act. You feel me? Like if I'm in the barbershop and there's an old lady, she say, I'm about to pray for y'all. And nigga, we cut the clippers off and let that lady pray.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
They finna argue about they didn't even know we finna argue about this shit. Y'all nigga put your hands, that nigga bow your heads, bro.
Right, you embarrassed that old lady, yo.
That's called respect, though. Yeah. That's just respectful. That's just being respectful.
And it feel good. Some things black people do, we do it to make ourselves feel good, yo.
Yeah, plus you can't you got a lot like you can't determine what feels good for somebody else. Though. You gotta understand that. So if that feels good, because it don't. If
an old lady praying for you don't make you feel good, yo, something wrong, yo.
Like it don't because I don't. Here's my thing, right? Like I don't.
Her intent is in the right place.
Yeah. Like
it's all about the intent. Is you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you would never hear me bang on nobody religion, right? Mm-hmm. I bang on the Nation of Islam because it's like a cult. It's like a cult. when something like that ostracize you from your family because like Christianity ain't like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got people who are non-Christian, they come and they go. But when you have a cult, you know what I'm saying? When somebody can excommunicate you from the community with all your friends and your family, like I don't rock with nothing. I'll bang on that. You know what I'm saying? But the traditional system and Christianity, I don't bang on nobody for having those type of values. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Whatever gets you through the day.
Yeah, and if I got Christians and Muslims in my family, that do better than me. So
yeah, it's a humbling experience.
Yeah, if that like obviously that shit ain't holding them back. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I have a Muslim in my family who make $250,000 a year, then that shit ain't holding them back. You feel me? Nigga got his own fucking construction company. Him and his son, you know what I mean? My uncle got his own fucking construction company. You know what I mean? His son is his fucking partner, right? And they make over $250,000 a year.
Devout Christians and shit, right?
Right. Yeah. No, they Muslim.
And they give it,
so,
and they
their religion is not holding them back. They doing better than me. I got Christians in my family who make more than me. If I need a loan, right, I go to them. So how the fuck am I going to sit there and tell them they need to do something? No, they doing good. You feel me?
Just right, yeah.
That's how long uncle is. Listen, Chef, I don't think so. I don't think religious-minded people is doing well at all. To me, they not, because they ain't got the most important thing that they need is their mind. But
they do got their mind.
Making a lot of money.
All right, but listen,
making a lot of money don't mean they doing better than
Yo, but where's they fucking up at?
But listen, putting everything aside, right? You're supposed to, right, be able to provide for yourself and your mate, take care of your family, man, right? And be able to go through life and live a happy life, bro. That's just the end goal. Mm-hmm. Like all the other stuff is dirt, bro. Like if they doing that, they doing fine, bro.
Yeah, like how can you say they don't have that mind? Would they do anything crazy? Do they not look both ways before they cross the street? Do they not put their seatbelt on? They do all of the same practical things, right? That we do. So they not crazy. You feel me? Like they're gonna make the same decisions that we'll make in any situation.
Exactly.
So they not gonna fall if somebody run in the house with a motherfucking gun and start shooting. They ain't gonna fall on the ground and start praying. You feel me?
Like they gonna get low.
They gonna get low and try to either get that nigga or get out the way. They gonna.
So you saying they not? So you saying they not religious?
Shot, they gonna call an ambulance
right.
and have somebody come take
you. They ain't gonna say God gonna heal that wound. They gonna call a goddamn paramedic.
They is gonna say that. They is gonna say that.
They gonna say it, but they gonna still do the practical thing.
Directing the paramedic.
Huh?
I agree.
Bro,
with that. So them is people them is not religious folks.
But see,
they are religious folks. They go to church.
Yeah.
They believe in God. They go to the mass. You know what I mean? They pray 5 times a day if they can. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. Like, listen, if I get shot, right? If I get shot and they call an ambulance to come pick me up, it don't matter if they call an ambulance because the Lucky Charm tell them to call it. The end result is I'm shot. Call a damn ambulance. The reason why they're doing it, and take me to the doctor. It don't matter if they think God making a doctor hand move or not. I'm where I need to be. I'm saying, so long as they got all the proper steps to get a person where they need to be, you can't fault them for that, bro. Everything else is a personal decision. Bro.
They going to work every day. They not laying down saying Jesus gonna pay the light bill. So they make all the right decisions. So if it's Jesus telling them to do the right thing, then Jesus is a good motherfucker. That's what I gotta say. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers who out here and they just on their own and they making all the wrong decisions. So it's like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I just don't look down on it. Go ahead.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but in the same, I just don't know, because then they'll just raise another generation of them people, and then
as long as they productive,
when you really go into, I agree with that. I agree with that.
These motherfuckers are sending their kids to college. They raising their kids. They sending their kids to college. They teaching them motherfucking morals and ethics. You feel me? So what the hell is we gonna replace it with? Like at this point in my life, I see the shit serves a purpose. You know what I mean? We don't have nothing better to offer our people other than religion. We don't. Just because individually I'm past it, you feel me? I wouldn't dare take that from some people in my family.
You can't take that structure away right now without something to put that shit. It would be cataclysmic, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, that structure is there for a fucking purpose. You understand me? Like, eventually, maybe we'll walk through that stage, but right now, we ain't there, bro. That shit is needed. You understand me? Yeah,
yo, I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up, and I'd never been in the Nation of Islam, right? But when I realized that Farad Muhammad was a white man, that shit fucked me up. Like, yo, if y'all can ask the niggas in my barbershop, yo, I was walking around for days, like in a daze, yo. Yo, I thought black people, I said, yo, we retarded.
Bro.
I said, yo, white.
Bro, check.
Yo, I swear to God, hold on. Hey, yo, Sosa, I walked around for days, yo, and I was like, yo, white people might be right about us, yo.
Listen, I wasn't even in the Nation of Islam, Chef. When I found out that shit fucked me up.
Yo, the shit. I said, yo, white people was right all along about us, yo. We really are stupid.
Yeah, this is what I thought though, right? I thought that when that cat is out the bag, it's over for them. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm like, it's over now. Shit, that
y'all
shit
don't think
nothing, bro. I'm like, God damn.
Yo, I think that was the wildest awakening ever happened in my life, yo. I swear, and I'm not in the Nation of Islam. Yo, I just was, you know, the Nation of Islam had a lot of prestige in our community, right? For black people, they the ones that we look to, like, yo, they the brothers, you feel me? Like, they got that shit together, like, you know what I mean?
Suits and joints,
yeah. Like, yo, motherfucker, yo, they pro-black, everything. I found out they motherfucking thought a white man was God. I said, yo, oh, we stupid motherfuckers, yo.
Hey, you see Wesley Muhammad? You see
then
Wesley
teach the
Muhammad
white man the devil.
You see when Wesley Muhammad explained that shit? He was
Oh
like,
my God,
the messenger knew that the nigga mind, that your nigga mind couldn't handle it.
Yo.
He said, that's why he didn't reveal it to you, because your nigga mind wouldn't have been able to see it.
Man, that shit twisted me, yo, for like a week, yo. Yo, niggas in the barbershop was laughing at me like, yo, you still tripping over that? Like, yo, I can't, yo. Like, yo, we fucking retarded, yo. Like, y'all, the niggas in the bar, I'm like, yo, y'all really don't get what I'm saying. We fucking retarded, yo. Like, yo, the white man is gonna always rule over us, yo. Like, yo, we stupid, yo. Like, yo, we stupid. Like,
over your mind.
Yeah, they call the white man devil. Y'all got a whole community he done set up.
Right.
How that work?
Yo.
Now they into Scientology and shit. White.
And then I heard like the stories, like he would have like parties. He would be dancing with the, like, you know, because you know it was.
He was doing the waltz and all of that shit.
Exactly.
He was teaching. Oh my God.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was like that's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing though, but you know the story goes that you know, old boy Farad was, you know, because they got the letters of Farad writing Muhammad, Elijah, saying like, yo, he was telling him to stop teaching. Like, he's like, yo,
I'm God and all of this.
Yeah, exactly. So Elijah did something different. Like, we don't really even know what it was like, what the original shit was like. We got a revamped version, because apparently Farad didn't consider himself that.
But Elijah's brother had the original teachings. You know, Elijah's brother was supposed to be in charge.
Yeah, he was supposed to take over.
He was supposed to take over. Them niggas got the beefing with each other.
Yeah, they got the war, shootouts and all types of shit.
They went to war. Man, that shit crazy, man. Shit like, crazy. I don't know what. Yeah. That Nation Islam shit, that's some tricky shit right there, boy.
That shit a lot.
That's some tricky shit. Rob Bourne do a good job with that information about the Nation of Islam.
Yeah. That's how I learned that little shit over there. Fucking with them niggas.
Yeah, he do a good job with that information on, you know what I mean? But once I looked at that FBI file, I was just like, man, y'all can pull up that FBI file, man. that shit is damning. Like,
hey, that mugshot with him got that little part with that part.
yeah, the motherfucking FBI said, man, that's him.
Hey,
like,
yeah.
Their shit concluded, right, that the guy that got locked up, right, in 1920 or whatever, and this dude that they locked up, you know what I mean, in Detroit or wherever the fuck they was, Chicago, was the same dude. Like,
yeah, man.
That shit was red. Then his wife came forward.
Yeah, I seen that little interview with his
Man.
he said I met him. Yeah. Cause listen, Chef, bro, once they got the picture right, like I said, this nigga was at parties, bro. They know that nigga in the hood.
Yeah.
All they gotta do is go back around. Hey, you know what I'm saying? This photo right here, is that you seen this guy around? Yeah, he used to be over there with Sister Betty and shit. Won't doing the waltz and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
no, but it gets even deeper because Muhammad Ali's wife.
Yeah.
She said she met him. That he used to come over the house. Man, it's crazy. So
and she had a picture of him. She had a picture of him.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? He used to call me his granddaughter.
Exactly.
So I felt like Elijah Muhammad was getting your girls or something. It just starts sounding crazy to
really
me.
Weird. It's some really weird shit. Yeah.
Damn, yo. I'm like, them old niggas was ill, yo. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, so he was still paying, yo, giving them money. And,
he had to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I think once the shit built, I guess he must have felt like, you know, it'd be best for me to play the background.
Paying this white man before he out us. You feel me?
Exactly. That's real. Yeah, that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But your wife came out and was like, yeah, yo, he a white man. Like, they got his son's birth certificate. And on his son's birth certificate, it got the race of the parents, right? They got the mother as a white woman, and they got the father, Wallace Ford, as a white man. They got his son was in the Navy and got killed in the Korean War. So the Navy got the motherfucking death certificate, right? And the death certificate got the parents on that motherfucker. The marriage certificate said he was white. Like, man, I don't know what the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam saying that's not him. Like, what?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah. Wait, what? I was just about to ask you how they get around that.
The Nation of Islam said that's the white man line. That's not him. And we just supposed to believe that. Like, just because they said it wasn't him, the fingerprints, all of that shit said it was him. The motherfucking wife said it was him. Like, she don't know who her own. She don't know that her own husband is a fucking white man. You know me?
Yeah, it's the white man the devil.
It's
the white man the devil, right? You don't think he got to have a good reason to be showing up at my house with a goddamn white man at a birthday party with my goddamn kid?
Right.
Like, yo, who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. She know who that is, bro. She knew who that white man was at her event, bro. I promise you, she know who that dude was, bro.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
But for them to keep the cult going, they try to make it a murky situation. Like his whereabouts and where he come from and who he is really a mystery and is unknown. Right? So they throw some New Zealand shit
like King
in there.
James.
Yeah, they say he was from New Zealand and he came from New Zealand, but he was really an Arab. He came from the East. Y'all don't know what the fuck. So, man, it's crazy. They just trying to confuse us, y'all. Yeah, the fact of the matter is all pointing to being a fucking white man, yo.
Yeah, we know he was not African American. We can say for certain the nigga was not African. Born African.
For sure.
That's it.
Yeah, and before he started the Nation of Islam, he was going around as a white man in America. We do know that. So
for sure.
Whatever, if he was an Arab or is this one dude online, Paul Guthrie now is saying that he was actually from Pakistan.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
Yeah, it's a dude named Paul Guthrie. He been following Wesley Muhammad around trying to debate Wesley Muhammad on Farad Muhammad for a couple years now. He's been chasing, you know what I mean, Wesley, beating Wesley up. Yeah. Showing that like a lot of the stuff that that Farad was teaching in the Nation of Islam in the beginning was actually Pakistani version of Islam, meaning the names and stuff that they was using, his spelling of the Quran and different things. It was Indian, you know what I mean, and it wasn't Arabic, so to say. So
okay, all right, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a crazy.
That Nation Islam shit, boy, that shit fucked me up, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
I didn't think
that was a gut punch, man.
Yeah, I didn't think it would survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was over with. Like, because when I found the shit, when I found out, I was like, because the reason I thought it couldn't be true, because I'm like, if this is true, then how there's still a Nation of Islam? And they talk about the white man, the devil. You know what I'm saying? But then when you see the shit now with them niggas now and Scientology, and now they got pictures, Farrakhan smiling, cheesing white men and shit. You know, like this shit just it ain't. It's all politics and you know what I mean, and just money moves and shit, man. Like it ain't like we think it is on the inside.
And so it's crazy, right? Because where my barbershop was at when I found this shit out, it was a Nation of Islam restaurant right around the corner that we used to eat at every day, right? So, I'm around there with them. I used to kick it with them every day. Good brothers, right? Talk about rap, everything. I sitting there on my lunch break and I just chop it up with the brothers, right? And we got cool as shit. So when I found that out, I just started looking at them niggas different. I'm like, I can't even talk to these niggas no more. Like, something wrong with you niggas. Like, I was fucked up, My homeboy, like, you ain't, we used to call it the brothers.
Right? Oh, they
like,
knew? They knew though?
We'd be like, what we eating for lunch? I don't know. I'm gonna go around the brothers. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they like, you ain't get, I'm like, I can't eat out that motherfucker no more, Like, something wrong with them niggas, man.
Did they know? So they knew at the time too?
No, I've never said nothing to them about it. Now, I used to go in there because I'm this type of person. There's a lot of nation
that didn't know at that time period.
Exactly. This was like 3 years ago. You feel me? Yeah, so I used to go in there. Now, I debate people. This is just my natural personality. So they would come in the barbershop. We'd be having a debate. They'd get in a debate, this, that, and the third. Right? But on that shit, I couldn't even approach them niggas with that shit. Like, cause I'm looking like, all these debates I done had with y'all, and y'all been holding this shit back. Like that, I can't trust nothing you niggas say no more. You feel me? Y'all niggas ain't even real with y'all selves.
Man.
You feel me?
Stop, Chef. You got my hair hurting, boy. Don't even want to go into it because what could they say? Right. I'm right.
Yeah,
what
like what y'all gonna say? He wasn't white? Like, I'm looking at a white man. Y'all got pictures of this nigga in y'all house. Y'all the ones talking about take down the white Jesus out your house, but y'all got a picture of a white man in y'all house that y'all call God. Y'all niggas are delusional,
Yo, the picture look crazy when I see that shit.
Crazy.
And crazy. It's people that say he was a goddamn Nazi. It's people that say that motherfucking Farad was a damn Nazi. They say he got the same haircut as a fucking Nazi.
I heard that shit.
Hey, man.
Man, look,
let's talk about the Ravens. Hey, let's talk about the wide receivers again, man.
They said this nigga was a Nazi, Yeah, so you tell me it's some black people in the motherfucking black community that worship a Nazi as fucking God. Like, are we fucking like?
Hey, it wonder why they didn't feel these niggas on the terrorist list. Like these niggas is crazy. We gotta put these niggas on the terrorist list.
So y'all some Muslims who believe in a Nazi. Like y'all some black power Muslims that believe that a Nazi is God.
Hey, you know what though? When you think
The
about it,
rabbit hole. I'm just saying the rabbit hole of the Nation of Islam is one of the biggest mind fucks in the black community. I would rather you niggas believe in white Jesus. It's less complicated than the theology of motherfucking the Nation of Islam at this point. Now, I'm not saying that this shit about the Nation of Islam and all of this shit about Farad is the truth. I'm saying these are the stories that circle them. These are the allegations. This is the shit that's in, you know what I mean? Like,
it's a picture of them.
Oh. We could all agree that the FBI is pretty good at their job. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so,
man, he said
they ain't got no
stupid,
reason to put that on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I just wonder how the nigga do it. Like, how did the goddamn Nazi Pakistani come into the black community and start converting niggas into a black nationalist movement?
Stupid.
Well, like, yo, we gotta be dumb. Like,
bro, with himself as the leader, an anti-white black nationalist movement with that nigga at the head.
Yeah.
God damn.
Hey, that's cold. That need to be a whole motherfucking show.
And the nigga Elijah wasn't even supposed to be the one. He was like trying to, that nigga, that's crazy.
And you know, when you think about it, I sat back and I said, yo, white people probably used to laugh at us, yo. Like, you niggas retarded? Like, so y'all let this white man scam y'all. The white man is the devil, but y'all believe that this white man is God, and y'all actually paid this motherfucker. Like, I can't even take y'all, but y'all want freedom. Like, y'all want equality. Y'all the same niggas that want equality. Get them fucking hoses out.
Right.
You feel me? Get them hoses out.
Hey, listen, Chef.
You niggas are out of y'all rabbit mind.
Hey, what do you think? Hey, what do you think Malcolm would have did if he'd have found out about that? He got that picture for Raw back then. He'd have been like,
he had to have it.
Nah.
I was just about to say that.
You think Malcolm X ain't see that picture?
Nah, I think back this shit, I think that shit was hidden because even Wesley was like, that shit would, because they kept that shit a secret for a long time, bro. Like, that shit didn't come out.
Yo, you think that
I don't think so.
Malcolm X didn't see that picture?
I don't think he did, shit.
Oh, man.
Because they used to talk about hair texture and shit like that. I remember that shit.
You remember the date when you remember the date when they did the news report on for all? Was that way later at the Elijah death, whatnot?
No, that was Elijah was alive. This was Harper's Magazine. I think it was in the early 60s. Malcolm was still, you mean, now, because this was around the time that Mike Wallace made the documentary on the Nation of Islam that gave them national whatever that brought them out to the nation, right?
Yeah.
That put them on the national scene, right? But before that, right, his son Wallace, him and Malcolm X was tight. And Wallace used to beef with his father over saying that Farad was God. You know what I mean? And him and Malcolm was in communications. You feel me? So Wallace said he got put out the nation for disagreeing with his father. And his mother used to beg him to, you know, just agree with your father, right? Because
the white man is God.
Yeah, just agree with him, because if your father put you out the nation, you ain't gonna be able to come over the house no more. You feel me? Like, and you know, he ain't want to hurt his mother because he knows it. So this shit was crazy, yo. But what I'm saying is, him and Malcolm had a good relationship. Yeah. He was the one who told Malcolm that his father had illegitimate children. Yeah. You feel me? So he used to tell. Actually, Wallace had studied in Egypt. They sent him to Egypt to learn, you know what I mean, Arabic and all this other shit. So he had theological differences with his father. So Malcolm knew about the theological differences. So he had to know about Farad being a fucking white man. Like, you know what I mean? He went along with the shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say because I know we love Malcolm X, but it was a point in time where he went wrong. And like Love 2022 220 Love 07, she said that's why Clarence 13X left. And it might be some truth to that.
I heard that too. Like, but I'm saying, like, because he found out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would like Clarence, according to the story, Clarence X wasn't privy to that information. And then when he found out, he was on the same.
No, but it's right in your face though.
I was just about to say, how do you hide it?
You're right, because we all seen that picture of Farah Muhammad before it triggered in our minds that was a white man. I seen that picture for years, right?
But see, I can't remember where I saw it first, though. I can't remember. Like,
yeah, but when you first seen it, when they told you who that was, you just went along with it because psychologically, you wouldn't think that the Nation of Islam would say that a white man is fucking God. So the story that they get, the credibility that you lend to the Nation of Islam, it mind fucks you. You can look at this picture and see this nigga and not even see what you seeing. Yeah, so imagine we're not even in the Nation of Islam. So imagine the people that are in the Nation of Islam. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if black people not in the nation can look at that picture and not make the connection just because you don't want to believe that niggas are that stupid. You feel me? Like, you cut off your reasoning faculty in order to just give the credit to the Nation of Islam that these pro-black motherfuckers who say the white man is the devil, they couldn't say that that this white man is God. So when they I don't even remember the story that they told me about this nigga, but for some reason I looked at that picture and I didn't see a white man.
See, I remember seeing a photo, right? But I can't remember.
Oh shit!
Like, did they have that? See, I can't remember how
they always had that picture.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. Then okay, then
the same one.
Yeah, the same one.
So that shit was hung on their walls even back in the
yeah, yo. So think about it. If we seen that picture for forever.
Hey, Chef, I never thought about it.
Exactly.
You see, Chef, you gotta understand, like, I'm not in the NOI, so I didn't see the picture till when I saw the motherfucker. So when I see it, I'm like, I'm like, nah, this shit ain't true.
My nigga, I seen that shit for years and couldn't make the connection, yo.
Oh, no, the first time I saw it, I was in denial. I'm like, this ain't no fucking raw, man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The first time after the first time I seen it, probably was goddamn Sonetta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't on that shit. YouTube, mid 2000 some change when somebody showed a picture on YouTube and shit. And I was like, hold up, what?
I seen that shit for years, yo, and didn't make the motherfucking connection, yo.
What do you think? Yeah, what you thought it was? What you thought it was?
No, I knew it was Farad, but my mind couldn't process that was a white man. Yo, I had to read something. I read a book about the origin of the Nation of Islam, right? By a Nation of Islam member. I forgot the name of the book, right? But in the book, when it told the story about Farad Muhammad, the story wasn't even saying he was white. But when I read the story, I said, oh, he was a white scammer, right? Because the story that he told, he said that this dude, right, he had moved to Chicago or Detroit, one of them cities. It was Chicago or Detroit. Was it Chicago?
I think it might have. Yeah, I can't remember either. I know he was both. He was Chicago and Detroit. I can't remember. So
well, whichever city he started it in, they said it was during the Depression, right, or whatever, and he was basically he was selling fabrics, right, and you know it was hard. He was selling fabrics, right. Like, so he went into the black community, right? And he would knock on black people's doors, and his sales pitch to the African Americans was saying those African Americans in Detroit and Chicago was moving up from the South, right? So they were Bible believers, right? So when he would go into their houses, one of his pictures was, y'all not from here, right? These are the type of fabrics that they're wearing back where y'all from. So by him saying that, they wanted to hear more, like, because they never heard about where they was from, right? And, you know, they would invite him in their house and they would feed him, right? And then like every week he would come back and they'd be like, they'd buy his shit and they'd be like, well, we want you to come back and tell us more about, you know, where we from and our culture and stuff, right? And every week they would motherfucking get more people to come over their house. So this was a way for him to sell his fabrics and eat every Sunday.
And
right?
make up shit. And make up shit.
So he was in that bitch freestyling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So he was able to sell all his shit, right? Basically like how your grandmother and them, they used to have Tupperware parties, right? Y'all remember them shits back in the day? Did y'all have, you know what I mean? Or Avon parties, or I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I know people in the chat understand.
Mary Kay.
Or Mary Kay, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mary Kay came later, but Avon. Yeah.
Avon, Mary Kay, Tupperware, all that crazy shit, you know what I mean? But that's some 80s shit. But so that's how he would get into black people's houses. So it became a big thing, right? Where, you know,
you would show up.
It got so big after a while where it couldn't be held in people's houses no more, because the whole neighborhood was basically, they was telling their friends and family, like, this dude telling us where we from. And they would say, y'all not even really Christians. Let me tell you all about y'all real religion. You feel me? And this, that, and the third. And he kept going. So they end up buying this nigga a storefront. You know what I mean?
Like, that nigga polite on fucking steroids.
Man.
God.
And that's how the shit started, yo. Like, so when I read that, I said, oh, he was scamming. Like, I seen the scam right off the break. You know, once I read that, I seen it. That was the master key. Like, nigga, I'm from the hood. I know when the nigga running them up. You feel me? Like, man. And
220 Love said he met up with Drew Ali. I'm not familiar with that. And he said he met up with Drew Ali and he was a Moor.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, but I don't
know this.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, I definitely heard that. That he took some teachings from the Moore Science Temple. You know what I mean? I think that was in Detroit.
Yeah. Hey, so what did he get arrested for?
Who?
Farrar. Remember like in the early. Remember he got banned. He got kicked out of one state.
Yeah. Let's go through that. One of their members had killed somebody. Right? They did a ritual sacrifice and they killed somebody and they pulled their kids out of school. So it was a truancy situation, right? And it was they was investigating the murder. Now, this is where it gets deep at. When they went to go lock him up, the police thought they was looking for a black dude. Right? The apartment building that he was staying in, the white police officers in their report, they said they walked right past him. They thought he was the landlord or somebody. They came there to arrest a motherfucking white man. I mean, a black man. When they figured out it was him, they knew off the break it was a scam. The police, they said when they seen him, and because they said when they went upstairs to go arrest him, they walked by him to go to the apartment. When they motherfucking out and they figured, when after all of the commotion, because they locked up a couple of the members because the members decided to protect him because he was their prophet, right? So they end up locking up all these other black people when they locked him up with him. Now the police was saying that this nigga was talking crazy, right? Saying, I am the prophet of Allah, all of this crazy shit, right? They said he was saying all this while he was around the Negroes. They said when they separated him from the Negroes, that's when he came clean. You feel me? Like, man, all right, I was fucking around, yo. I was just getting some money. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom.
I would have loved to just seen that shit, bro. Like, that shit would have been awesome, bro. Just to see that shit, bro.
Yeah. And they got pictures. They actually got pictures of them, right? In the goddamn police precinct.
Yeah, the snapshot. That's what I see.
Right. Yeah. And he talking to the police and he's showing them, you know what I mean, how he ran the scam, this, that, and the third. Boom, boom, boom. And they told the nigga to leave town.
Yeah, just don't come back. Yeah, don't come back. Type shit. Yeah.
Immortal Truth said, show your proof. It's all in the FBI file. It's public record. You can go pull up the, but I know y'all don't want to believe the FBI file because the FBI liars. You dig what I'm saying? But
I want to be an NOI son.
It was hard for me to accept. You know what I mean?
I mean, but most stuff we talk about, that's out, man. Like, you know,
so if it's not true immortal truth, then this nigga is really the prophet of Allah. So, I mean, which one is it? I mean,
he God in the flesh.
So either he's prophet of Allah, God in flesh, or white scammer.
Or a scammer.
To me, it's more likely that he's a white scammer. What would be more probable? A nigga is the prophet of Allah, God in the flesh, or white scammer? I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I know that white scammer makes more sense than prophet of Allah or Allah in the flesh. I mean, so you got to be a motherfucker.
If he was black, you ain't leaving the motherfucking precinct.
Right,
if you was a black man, if you was black, was white to let him go.
Man, the fact that he said they're talking crazy or when they leave, he would go into regular mode. That shit is bananas.
That shit is hilarious. All right, them niggas gone. Let me tell y'all what's really up.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. He was
Oh, Immortal Truth said he's my messenger. All right, cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It makes sense.
So you should click off of this live stream then.
Yeah, just saying your show. Yeah, this is not your show, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This will be on something different later on, bro.
I don't want to offend you. You know what I mean?
This nigga hurt your feelings. Yeah.
He's no messenger. Is he white? Is he white?
They say he was he came in the form of a white man so he could pass through America, you know what I mean, undetected. Some crazy shit. Do y'all know how crazy that sounds? Look, is it more likely that y'all say that the white man is the biggest liar and deceiver?
Hey, that shit like goddamn footprints, Chef. That line like footprints in the sand, bro.
Look, those they say that the white man is the biggest liar and deceiver. I believe y'all.
Yeah.
Use that. Yeah. He lied to y'all. He big time deceived y'all. You know what I mean? That's what the white man do according to y'all. So it should.
Yeah. Talk your shit, Chef. For real.
So is it more likely that a white man will lie to you, right? Or that God would come in the form of a white man, knowing that black people had a problem with worshiping white people already, right? He knew that we already had a problem with worshiping white Jesus. So he gonna give us another white boy, another white image to worship. Why would God play that many games with us?
Hey, so let me just say, how about this though, Shell? All right, but listen. So did Farad Muhammad himself teach that the white man was the devil?
You said that Farad teach that the white man was the devil?
Yeah.
I think so.
Or was that Elijah? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like that may give more credence to him being like Pakistani or something. Because for him to actually be, you know what I'm saying, he had to have some type of foreign look to him for him to say that the white man is the devil.
No, we got pictures of him.
Damn, I ain't know how to cut my camera off.
We got pictures of him. The foreign look.
A foreign look
would be what, wearing a turban, on your head or something like that. That could give them a foreign look. But
yeah, which they did back then, like no Joy Lee and shit was wearing that shit. But I'm saying
that would give you a foreign look. But from the pictures that I've seen, he looked like any old white boy.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying, like what, like how, like I don't understand logically though. How
it's
a
not
white
logical
man can walk into the community and tell black people the white man is the devil, and then he becomes their leader and build a following and they follow him. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta be able to
that shit fucking
now y'all need to listen to me. You gotta be able to contemplate this thing that white people been telling us, right? And is be stupid. You feel me? You got to be able to contemplate that, right? But religion does that to you, right? White people, if you look at the origin of the Jehovah's Witness, look what that white person did to those white people, right? Told them that God was coming back, sell all your property, right? Sell all your, because he coming back next year. This nigga gave a date and time, and all of these white people sold all of their shit thinking they was about to get caught up in the rapture.
Jim Jones.
You know what I mean?
About Jim Jones.
Seventh-day Adventists or Jehovah's Witness?
I'm talking about the Jehovah's Witness.
Or the Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
Because I know the Seventh-day Adventists did the same thing, and they are. You know what I'm saying? That's what the whole, they got the name of Seventh Day.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
like did it too.
Right. I'm not saying that black people is infer. I had to deal with that because the first thing I said once I seen that motherfucking Farad was a white man, I said, "Oh, black people stupid." But then when I learned about the origin of the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons, and I said, "Oh, white people just as stupid." Then, like, so, you know what I mean? But
we
believers. It's the believers shit. See, that's what I be trying to talk to. I was trying to speak to that, but not call people stupid. When we was talking about our families and shit being, I was trying to speak to that part of it, but not call people stupid though. But that's just the truth of it. They are just stupid people out here. Will believe anything. What Jim Jones having niggas doing? Motherfuckers will go all the way.
Right.
Motherfuckers allegedly flew planes, and you know.
That's another white man.
Because of
what would make y'all follow that crazy white man down to motherfucking South America?
That's like a man walking into a room full of women and telling them, "Listen, men are evil," and then them group of women selecting the man to lead their movement and then preach that men are evil. Like that shit is ass backwards. Like that shit ass backwards, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, hey, he must have had some game. He had some game, you know, to run that shit. Like he just coming over every day, just making up shit, getting off, but you know, hitting a little lick, and then he probably just saw the play like shit. This shit's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm reading the chat. The chat, yo, that FBI file, man, read that shit. Like, yo, we gotta stop thinking that everything that white people put out is lies, yo. Like, yo, they did the research.
They don't think that though, Chef, because they fuck with fraud though. they arguing with you about the FBI files and white people putting it out, but it's about a white man. You see, it's just crazy. Like you say, it's just insane.
They know they own people, bro.
Yeah, you trying to tell a white man what another white man is.
Like they know the white boy.
White man know the white man, yo. Like, God damn.
Right.
Now the white man don't know another white man.
He got the whole perspective.
I can see after that shit.
The police said they walked by him. They thought he was the landlord. They didn't think they was looking for a white man. They didn't. They seen him. They seen black people, and they seen a white man. They wasn't looking for a white man. They thought whoever was running this black cult was a black dude. They had no idea that it was a white man. And when they seen it was a white man, they knew it was a fucking scam.
Bro, can you imagine the look on them officers'
But
face
wait,
when it was like
hold on.
when they realized that shit,
right
bro?
there.
I'm just saying, can you realize the look of them officers' face when it was like, I don't
They
believe
probably fell out laughing.
they probably like, nigga, you ain't gonna believe this
But
shit.
why black people still ain't realized it though. That's the most important part of what she said.
They
They
probably
soon as they seen him, soon as the white people seen the white man, they realized it. They was like, oh, this some bullshit. But the black people ain't. The black people still was. You said they took some of them first because they was that was their messenger, right?
Yeah, they was gonna protect them with their lives.
Like the nigga
You know
in
what
the
I mean?
chat said.
Yeah, them niggas had to get wrestled down. Yeah.
Buffalo soldier.
They was gonna fight the white man over their white man. You feel me?
Hey, they had
Oh,
us
they
out
gonna
there
take my
looking
white
bad,
Jesus.
bro.
You feel me?
Yeah, they
We
had us
all
out there
going
looking
down.
bad with that shit, bro. We take an L for that shit right there, bro. We gotta take an L for that shit. They had us looking bad with that
Y'all
shit.
said it was the best shit though. Hold on,
They was telling jokes around.
Stop. Y'all said this shit was still conducive. All this bullshit.
No,
See,
I said I banged them.
eventually. No, y'all when y'all was telling me, let them do that shit.
No,
They
but
got
I told you
minds, let them still be religious.
Now hold on. What I said, I told you, I made a caveat. I said I bang on the NOI because that shit is a cult. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't. That's different.
But they did some wild shit about Jesus too. Come on now.
Yo, immortal truth. Immortal truth. If you want to come on, you're welcome. You're welcome to come on. I told you to leave though, because if that's your messenger, I do not want to offend you. Right?
Yeah.
You are staying at your own risk. You know what I mean? If that's your Lord, if that's your Lord and Savior, you shouldn't be listening to stuff like this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
he can't come to the barbecue. That's a fact.
Yeah,
definitely can't come
and
to
you
the
shouldn't
barbecue.
have to defend God. Like that's crazy.
Ooh.
God can defend himself. You know what I mean?
Never have though.
Yeah, you put in a position now where you have to defend God. You want us to believe that the white man that we see ain't a white man. So your God basically set you up with the hardest task ever. You feel me? He set you up, he put you behind so bad, right? That he wants you to prove to people, right? That what their eyes see ain't fucking real. What the motherfucking authority said ain't true. Like, we have to believe the most fantastic stories that y'all can come up with, right? And if we don't believe that, we just some sinful non-believers and we wicked or something because we just see what God put in front of us. He put a white man in front of us. We didn't do that. You know what I mean? So now the fact that we don't believe some crazy shit, what he said, I sent him with universal laws of nature. Now you just talking crazy.
Yeah, he probably spaced out. You know what I'm saying? He probably wasn't them spaced out.
Like now you talking crazy. I sent him with universal laws of nature. What?
Yeah, he's probably crazy chat troll or something. You know what I'm saying?
Are you trolling?
Probably.
Nah, they not.
Cause look, shit, here's the thing though.
All religious people is quacks.
When you think about that dynamic though, right? And you look at, because when you really look at the Nation of Islam, right, even though they had the look of everything aggressive, they never really
put in no work.
Exactly. It was really, and they never went against anything the system was putting forward. Segregation, integration, we don't want no part of that.
No, we don't want no part of it. Yeah, keep them separated. Keep them separated. We ain't even beefing with you, white man, over that.
Yeah, they were really good black folks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we good black folks. We ain't trying to
clean. We don't smoke. We don't drink.
We ain't trying to start that ruckus. Old Martin Luther King over there doing, causing trouble and shit. Like, we don't even fuck with dude. You know what I'm saying? So that shit crazy. That shit do make a little, you know what I'm saying? That shit. Because when you see it, like you got this militant mindset of what the NOI is, and a lot of that's because of Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? But the problem with Malcolm is like Elijah was trying to chill him out. Because he was like, yo, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because Malcolm was really trying to put that shit to plan. You know
and
what I'm
Elijah
saying?
like, you about to fuck up my money.
Exactly. Fuck up
Nigga,
this gravy train, nigga.
I got a private jet out this song, bitch. Is you crazy?
Hey,
You know what I mean?
hey, when he said that shit about Kennedy, Elijah probably like, oh, sweet Jesus, this nigga done said something about Kennedy. Like,
Yeah,
we
because
got to
Elijah
get that
Muhammad come from poverty, yo. So
yeah, we got to get
you
that
know,
nigga. Yeah.
you know what? By the time that his little religion started jumping off, he started getting money, man. Him and his family started doing good. If
Yeah,
you read his story, yo, he come from poverty. He was an alcoholic. You know what I mean? He had all them kids and he couldn't
nah, I know he
support
was
them.
hold on, he was alcoholic before that shit.
Yeah, he was alcoholic.
And he had a bunch of kids before that.
Yeah.
I ain't know all that shit.
He was fucked up.
How'd he come to know? Like, he don't speak about that.
He met him the same way everybody else met him, like in somebody's house, and you know what I mean. He stuck with him. You feel me?
Okay, so didn't Elijah have some Garvey influence though, right?
He actually was into the Bible. He talked about that in his story, how he was always heavy into the Bible.
Cause I thought I saw the report or something like cause like Garvey would have like classes or some shit like that, right? And I heard that he came, cause even the documentary was kind of like he came out of that. I thought he came out of that like type of school and like he may have had some type of interaction with Garvey early.
I ain't
Maybe
never heard that.
maybe I gotta go back and I'm gonna look at it again anyway. But but I ain't know all that shit though, alcoholic and all that shit. And he met that nigga at the crib, and then that dude convinced him to clean himself up and shit.
Yeah, basically, you know what I mean? Basically. And he went from there. You know what I mean?
Cause I wonder what led to the look too, like the bow tie, like you know what I'm saying. Like I'd be curious about all this. I'd be wanting to know how you know what I'm saying.
How'd y'all get that look?
Yeah, with the bee pie and shit. Like how'd y'all come with the suit? Cause niggas is broke. But I guess if you
back in them days, everybody had a suit.
Yeah, and I guess too, like a black man in a suit is probably the least threatening nigga that you would see him. You would see him as non-threatening because you in a suit, you ain't trying to get your shit dirty. You ain't trying to fight no. You know what I'm saying? You in a suit.
Even back then, it was either work clothes or a suit. Like that was the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, standard. I guess.
Yeah, that was standard attire. Like, you know what I mean? A man had a suit. You know what I mean? Like, and if it's just one suit, he got a decent suit. You know what I mean?
A decent suit. Yeah.
But I think they were saying like some of the stuff was modeled after, like the uniforms and stuff was modeled after the UNIA uniforms. The Garvey uniform.
Yeah, I get. That's what I'm getting.
At least the Fruit of Islam shits was.
That's probably what I'm getting at from him because they're probably saying Elijah adopted some of the practices as far as the uniform from Garvey. Maybe that's what the yeah. Gotta go back and look at that shit though.
Yeah, that and I think it was a Masonic. They had some Masonic shit along with it. You know what I mean? Also. So, but Elijah Muhammad brother, I'm gonna put the video in the chat. He gave a lecture one time where he, was putting on his different hats, and one of the hats that he put on a fez. You feel me? And he was saying, they
when was that?
Yeah, they went through all them different schools. So
when was that? Okay, the brother he had was supposed, because remember him and the brother was trying to beef with each other, right? Trying to kill each other.
Yeah, him.
But at the end he ended up getting sick and died, right?
I think he lived longer than Elijah.
Yeah, I thought he died.
No.
But he came down with illness or something happened to him that allowed Elijah to take, because he was anointed to be the leader.
Yeah, they thought he must have had another brother. This dude, let me see.
Yeah, I think it was another brother. I think it had to be another brother. Cause I think old boy eventually, old boy died. That was it. But I think I can't remember the shit, but some type of way him and Elijah they was cool to the degree, like either he came down ill or some shit. Like he wouldn't even be in the position to take over some type of way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the whole dynamics behind it. But that had to be
his brother looked just like him. How do I play this video, yo?
That nigga talk like that. You must know.
Mm-hmm.
I hated the way that nigga talk. I hated the way that nigga
Yo, when y'all see his brother, y'all gonna be like, wow. Hold on, let me see. Y'all gonna be like, wow.
So if he had the feds, they maybe did have the little Noble Drew Ali phase in there with the feds. Because Noble Drew Ali would have been older than Elijah, right?
Yeah, they was almost around. They was both born in the late 1800s.
Yeah.
Let me see. All right, let me share this. All right, y'all won't trip off of this. Is my screen sharing?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can y'all hear it?
Oh, this is him late in life. So what year was this?
This the brother. This was after.
Yeah, I'm saying, what year is this? You know?
I don't know what year it is, but I could tell by the equipment.
Yeah, I'm making it bigger so I can see the shit on my screen. Okay, yeah. I remember seeing dude now. Yeah.
Yeah. That nigga look just like, you know what I mean?
22 Love fan for Rod killed Drew Ali. I don't know, 2220 Love.
Can y'all hear this?
I wonder why she said, no, I can't hear it.
Well, anyway, I just wanted y'all to see yo. But yeah.
I'm saying, why 220 Love saying for Rod killed Noble Drew Ali?
I don't know, dude.
That's some new shit. That'd be cold. That motherfucker.
Yeah, so that like yo look just like him. If that's the brother that but you said the brother that he was beefing with had died back in the day.
Had more than, yeah, I mean, back then nigga had 10, 11 kids. He probably had, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga probably was a child of 9 or some shit. Yeah, I'm sure that brother died though. Let's see if I can get down.
He said, look it up, sir. Your body is made for the elements of the unit. What?
Yeah, he on some shrooms or something. Welcome to son. You know, yeah.
He on them Nation of Islam shrooms. Yeah. But y'all now, so y'all saying that big dude look just like Elijah Muhammad. That's his brother. Now, I don't know if that was the brother that claimed that Farad Muhammad made him the leader and Elijah somehow swindled it from him. You know what I mean? But they was beefing over that. Even that history is crazy because he was claiming that Elijah was teaching the wrong information. So I don't know.
I gotta get into Elijah's shit. I'm looking at that shit now on damn Wikipedia. Like it said, he was in prison for a little while. What is it? Elijah Muhammad was arrested.
Yeah. He was in prison.
8 counts of
for draft evasion.
Yeah. Overt conduct, such as attempt toward rebellion against the order. He was more a little thugging in the beginning.
He was a draft dodger. That's what you know what I mean?
Served 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I gotta get into this shit and see what's
And his wife basically held the nation together or the group together while he was while he was locked up. You feel me? So crazy. But like that's the thing, yo. A white man, though, yo. That's the part that I just can't get around. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it was a whole white man. Y'all said that the white man was the devil, but y'all said that the white man for Rob Muhammad was God. Like, if that ain't a mind fuck, I don't know. Woo. So my shit must be playing back slow. But yeah, that's
I gotta get I ain't really seen the whole full shit on Elijah though. They got a documentary on him?
No, I never seen a full documentary on because I think for white America, I think people like Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali and Farrakhan, they are like bigger celebrities in America than Elijah Muhammad is. And I know people in the Nation of Islam hate that. You feel me? But
like because that's what I think old boy spoke to a little bit when you know, because in Malcolm death, like this shit is like exploded. You know what I'm saying? Where like his name ring out louder than Elijah, even though the Nation of Islam is still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, it's like Elijah Muhammad. I don't know if it's the way that he spoke or, you know what I mean?
He didn't have the fervor and the type of energy that Malcolm brought, bro. Like he wasn't even clever with it like how Malcolm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was clever with it. Yeah, Elijah was the 7th of 13 children.
Like Farrakhan, like even Khalid Muhammad, all of them dudes, you know, were bigger celebrities in America than Elijah Muhammad. For some reason, maybe they spoke better. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? But Elijah Muhammad is big in the Nation of Islam. You know what I mean? Like, but outside the Nation of Islam, his students been bigger than him, had bigger impacts on, you know what I mean? So, but oh, here we go. Sean is in the chat. Crazy Sean ain't take his medicine.
Yeah, man.
Here you go. Here you go.
They watch my back and they're coming swinging on me from. They coming the goddamn blindside me throwing bolos and shit like.
Sean and woke up 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I take that back about the documentary on Elijah, bro. Like I don't even want to see it.
No, you said the documentary on what was the boy name? Noble Drew Ali.
Yeah, I don't even want to see it.
Sean said, "The fuck you want to watch some shit like that for?"
Sean in here because we were talking about Africa.
I'm good on that shit.
Sean said he's a multiculturalism.
Sean in here for the West African War.
He said multiculturalism had always been our death sentence. Sean, what are you talking? He said he was up playing Madden, playing the white man game. He said, ain't no damn way. Where the West African football game at? You know what I mean? Yo, this nigga say multiculturalism has always been our death sentence. What the hell? Sean smoking. You know what I mean? Yeah. But definitely, man, that Nation of Islam shit is a rabbit hole, man. It is a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it should be crazy like that. I'll tell you, I watched this documentary on the John of God or something from Brazil. Crazy, bro.
Who?
That nigga is a nigga that they rose up. He was healing people, or so they thought. And that nigga rose to where he was. They started calling him the God, John of God. He was like the same, like I'm a messenger from God type shit. They believed in Brazil. This nigga had like complete run of like a whole entire town. He was like the mafia. He was raping people. You know what I'm saying? He was sexually abusing people. You know what I'm saying? Like for decades. You know what I'm saying? They finally got him when he was like 60s and 70s. That nigga had like a 60-year run of just rape charges. He molested his daughter. Like this shit was crazy.
Like what was the nigga name in Haiti?
Who
It was
that?
the Haitian president, the
Dr.
damn
Song?
doctor that went crazy. Was the president? Come on, y'all.
I'm familiar with that one.
Damn, yo, y'all don't. Come on, chat. Y'all the smartest chat. What's the goddamn Haitian president that went crazy, who had the whole country terrified of him? God damn, yo. How y'all ain't never hear him, man? But is it what the fuck? Papa Doc. Yeah. Told you this chat mean. Y'all ain't never heard of Papa Doc?
Nah, run it.
Oh, yo. This motherfucker, man. He was goddamn lunatic and he had motherfucking diabetes. And motherfuckers thought he had special powers and was a voodoo priest, right? But he actually was a trained physician. So when he started curing people from he went into the smaller towns and he started curing people some like simple shit that, you know what I mean, that just basic medicine gonna cure. But when he started curing them, motherfuckers start, you know what I mean, that Joe had special powers. Man, this motherfucker ended up being the president. Man, he was killing people. He was raping. Papa Doc was a bad motherfucker, man. Somebody said Papa Doc from 8 Mile.
Okay, Francois, Papa Doc the Bully, yeah. Nah,
Nuts.
Yeah, it's shit for me, but I ain't really got the rundown on this shit though.
Yeah, man, they thought that dude did voodoo when he was just a doctor, yo. You know what I mean? Like those people was just ignorant, man, and he took advantage of that. They was terrified to him. You know what I mean? Sean, I got a PS5.